the charter schools. The second one would be the AYP kids, which are the kids that their adequate yearly progress as far as school-wise is not acceptable, so they are transported to other schools, and these schools are A schools in terms of where their school may have been a C school or a D school. And then we have the FCAT, which affect all of our children because it is so much pressure on them, and they think that if they don't achieve the score that they should achieve, then they're going to fail this test, and they're going to fail school, and they're going to be doing poorly, and it has such stressor on the kids to, well, if they're A students, then just them thinking about taking the test, it causes a big factor in how they test during the test. So I'm going to talk about those three things today, and I'll start off with the FCAT because it is a really important factor in education in the state of Florida, not just in Escambia County. And like I said, most kids, even if they're A students, some of them don't test well, and they get nervous when it's time to take a test. So this causes them to fail the test when in all actuality, they know the subject, they know what they're doing, but they're so stressed out that they fail the test, and it causes them to be nervous and anxious and get sick and all of these things, and it has a big effect on them. And I really don't feel like one big test a year should affect how the rest of their year goes, the rest of their turnout as far as their education. And it starts in grade school. It starts at grade 3, and in grade 3 they're still learning so much to where something like this should not affect them. I feel like if they're gonna have an FCAT, they should have it in high school maybe, which those kids have to deal with the FCAT and the SAT. So it's just a lot of stress on the kids when all of it could be avoided, because most of the children, they know their subjects, they know what they're supposed to be doing, and I don't think that it should be such a big factor. And my next topic is going to be the adequate yearly progress, which has a lot to do with the FCAT, because if the schools score low, if the children score lower on their FCAT scores, then this grades the school, and your school may become a C or D school because all of the kids didn't score high on their FCAT. So then parents want to take their kids out of this school, and then the school district has to transport these kids to another school, which will be a so-called A school. So, I mean, it's just a lot on the children and the parents, because I drive for Escambia County, so as far as AYP kids, I transport some of those AYP kids, and you know, you have parents getting up extra early to come and meet a bus before they go to work, or they're thrown late for work because they're trying to get their kids off to school on another bus to transport them to another school, and then it's the same thing in the afternoon, when in all actuality, if we just focus on the kids and the school, then we wouldn't have to do all that, and the kids can stay in their district. And you know, and then you have the parents that kids are in district and they're getting mad because you have kids that aren't in district coming to, and they're thinking that the schools are being overcrowded, and it's just a big mess when it all could be avoided if we didn't focus so much on the FCAT and what the grades are, and just focus on the children and how to help them achieve and, you know, test well. And that brings me to my next subject, which is charter schools. Most people, when they think of charter schools, they think of, you know, kids that have behavior problems go to charter schools. Well, not all kids that go to charter schools have behavior problems, and not all charter schools are, you know, for kids with behavior problems. There are good charter schools. Most charter schools are, you know, to help kids succeed in life. They focus on a specialty area that your child is good at, or, you know, it may be science, it may be math, whatever. And there are a lot of good charter schools in Escambia County, and I mean, it's a privilege for most kids to go to charter schools because it's not like a public school. The classrooms are much smaller, and the teachers can focus on those kids. And a lot of that comes in to where, you know, parents they get this negative thought when they think of charter schools. Well, charter schools are not for kids with behavioral problems. It's not just for, I mean, it's for everyone. It's for helping your child succeed. It's for if you want more attention on, you know, your child, and not your child being in just a public school to where the classroom may be more crowded. And all of these things that I touched on today, I think they have a lot to do with the education in Escambia County and how things are dealt with and how kids are learning or how they're succeeding in school. And I just feel like if we focus more on some of these things, it will help our children. Thank you.